How do you know, however, somebody will ask, that your house has been affected by the jinn? The following there are 20 indications that you have in your house jinn affecting you. Take a note of them. I'm sure many of you will think you got most of them, if not all of them. You'll be surprised. Number 1, a disturbance in the electricity is a sign that you have jinn disturbing you in the home. Because the Prophet said the jinn will play with the flame. So that is one indication. If your electricity constantly going on and off for no reason, it may not be a problem with the wires. You may have other reasons why that is happening. Okay? We had a light bulb the other day. You took it out, it was still going on and off. Honestly, Allah is witness. I bought one of the brothers, I don't know, he's not here, brother Rez. He was still, he put it down, it was still on, going on. I thought, subhanAllah, what kind of light bulb is that? I've heard of energy saving light bulbs, but that's a different type of light bulb. We would think it was the socket. Anyway. Number 2, if you see small stones being thrown in the house and the doors are closed, meaning there's no legitimate reason for those stones to be in the home, that is a sign of the jinn in your home. Okay? Found in the house. So all the doors are closed, but you see little stones in the home. That is sign of... So
if they've actually been thrown,
meaning you see them in the home. So where did they come from? Yeah. Okay? That is another sign. There's no legitimate reason for them to be there. Obviously, somebody going out and he's walking on the gravel and it's muddy and he comes in, you will have stones there. But if there's nothing, there's no reason for them to be there, that is indication of the jinn. Number 3, if objects move in the home, like the spoon, your glasses, something moved around, so your glass is somewhere else. Obviously some people take off their glasses and they forget where they put them, like me. But if they actually get found in other places, spoon over here, knife, fork over there, that is the jinn playing around in your home. Number 4, plates being dropped from the hands of people or the door slamming is another indication. And in relation to this, the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you hear the dog barking or the donkey braying at night time, do not go out of your home. He said, shut the door and do that in the name of Allah. You say Bismillah and shutting the door. And he said, cover the plates and the glasses, saying Bismillah. So you do that, close the door, and when you cover everything like that. So the plates dropping from your hand, the door slamming is indication that you have jinn. When there's no wind at all. When there's a windy day, different question. But if they're slamming by themselves and the plate, suddenly people dropping the plate from their hand, that is sign of jinn in the home. I'll repeat the hadith. He said, if you hear the dog barking or the donkey braying in the night time, do not go out of your home. Shut the door in the name of Allah and cover the plates and glasses saying Bismillah. Number 4, things are regularly stolen from the home as fitna. So something goes missing, the family start to blame each other. You did it. No, you did it. Who did it? You see, so this will happen. And that it will happen in the time of the Prophet. The Prophet, something was stolen from the Nabi's house, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Jibreel alayhi salam said to him, seek refuge in Allah from the jinn, who is trying to cause fitna between you and your wife. So something was taken from the home, and he said, seek refuge from the shaitan, who is trying to cause fitna. So that is another indication, my dear Muslim, something goes missing from the home. It could be like a piece of wood, plastic, something is gone, and you don't know what happened to it. Number 6, if you can smell burning in the home, or if there's something being burnt, like you have a hole in the carpet, where did that come from? You see something suddenly been, if you like, you have, what do you call it? You know when you have, is it a stinge? What's the word for it, brother? When you have something being burnt a little bit. Forget the word for it. Huh? Singed, yeah, singed. Something singed. A hole in the carpet, something being burnt. That is indication of the jinn. And therefore, that is another one. Burning, something being burnt in the home. And obviously, you're not allowed to sleep with open fire in the first place. You must put it out because the jinn will play with the fire. Number 7, if you hear strange sounds or voices in the home, that is another indication. Okay? And voices obviously not to do with anyone in the family. Suddenly you start to hear things. You say, where did that voice come from? Did you hear that? You said, no. I heard. So that is one. Number 8, a strong wind in the home when all the windows and doors are closed, because the wind is coming from the jinn moving around quickly. They will move around, you suddenly feel breeze. If you're sitting in one place and your hair and everything is goosebumps, that means the jinn is sitting there where you're sitting. I'll come on to that in a moment. But if you feel the breeze, that means the jinn is moving around. That is why you're feeling it. Number 9, if you hear whispering or moving of the trees in the home, if it sounds like trees, you see, moving or rustling, that is the jinn voice. That's what he said. The whispering or moving of the tree in the home. If you know the moving, the way you hear the tree moving and whistling, he said that if you hear it in the home, that is the jinn speaking to each other, their voice. Number 10, if you feel footsteps going up and down the stairs regularly, if you got stairs, that is as well sign of the jinn. If you got no stairs, maybe they fall down halfway. Put a little booby trap there. That is another one. Hearing footsteps up and down the stairs regularly. Number 11, hearing voices. Sorry, don't worry about that. There are two people who know what I'm talking about. Hearing voices of the people of the household. For example, you hear the wife or you hear the children, but they're not actually saying anything. So you keep saying, did you call me? No, I didn't call you. Did somebody say something? No, because they're imitating the people in the household. So they will imitate, you will hear your wife or you'll hear somebody say, did you call me? He's not even there. So that is another sign, my dear Muslims. Hearing voices of the people in the household, your wife, children, because they're imitating them to cause fitna between you. How often does that happen, honestly? You think, there's nobody saying anything at all, but you feel somebody's calling your name all the time. Number 12, this is a more serious one. If you see inside your home snakes or cats or strange animals, they can take, the jinn can take the form of the following. They can take the form of a spider or an ant, or even they can make obviously form of a lizard, but they do not take the form of a mouse, but they can take the form of many other insects. And if you see this one in the home, you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And that is what the Prophet said. He said, if you see animal in the home, say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim 3 times. And he said, if it does not leave, he said, then kill it, because it is shaitan. Okay, so that is if you see the one of those. That is snake, cat, strange animals in the home. Open the door of the house. And for example, sometimes you do, they open it, there's a cat sitting there. You see? What's that doing there? Suddenly it appeared. It wasn't there before. That is obviously can surprise you. And therefore you will say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You repeat that 3 times. And if they leave, alhamdulillah. If they do not, obviously you chase it out, you can kill it, because that is the shaitan, that is the sunnah. Number 13. This one is even more serious. If you see strange human being in the house, top half human with strange legs, partly animal, partly human, that is the jinn showing itself to you. So that is a bit more serious. That is actually jinn obviously saying, hello, I'm here. Okay? Bila mana, without any bad meaning obviously. Number 14. If you see different color steam on your windows, that is as well indication of the jinn. So you may see, for example, different mauve steam or blue steam or something like that on the window, not normal steam. That is as well indication. Smoke or steam in the home is a presence of the jinn. Number 15, a feeling that someone is following you inside the home, as well as indication of the jinn. Someone you think following you around the home. You're going around, there's someone behind me, and there's nobody in the home. That is the time to run up and I don't even like Anyway, so that is another one. Feeling of someone following you. Number 16, the people in the home wake up in the night time regularly, crying with nightmares, screaming, especially the children, because they are an easy target for the jinn. So the people wake up regularly in the night time crying and screaming, and they will not take comfort from anyone. Whatever you do, they will not be comforted. That is, they will be scared of everyone. That is sign of presence of the jinn in the home. In this case, you need to follow this following. You say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and then you repeat chapter Ikhlas Qul huwallahu ahad, and Qul a'udhu bil falaq, and Qul a'udhu birabbin nas. So the three, if you like, Quls. And after you've done that, you will say Bismillahi urqiq wallahu yashfiq, that in the name of Allah I make for you ruqyah, because the ruqyah always done by Allah. He is the only one, Shafi'i, the one who recovers. And then you will blow on your hands and you will spread on your face and body, if you like, or you will spread on the body. You will blow on your hands and you will spread on the head, the shoulders, and if you like, of the children. So you will do it from the head and the shoulders. That is the way that you will deal with it. So I'll repeat that for you. If that happens with them, the way to deal with it, say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, read Al-Falaq, read Ikhlas, Falaq and Nas, and then you say Bismillahi urqiq wallahu yashfiq. You make the dua, and then you blow on your hand and spread on your face and body, if yourself, or on the face, the head and the shoulders of the children. That is the way to deal with it. Yes, brother. Which one? Bismillahi urqiq wallahu yashfiq. You say, but in the name of Allah I make ruqyah for you, and He's the only one who can make recovery. Number 17. A lot of arguing in the home is as well, and hatred between the family members is presence of the jinn in the home. So if you always have arguing, shouting, usually could happen between husband and wife, that suddenly they start killing each other, fighting and beating each other up. That is called presence of the jinn in the home. You see, that's not normal. That is something abnormal. So you can tell usually that does not happen. That means being affected, you need to think about why it's happening like that. Obviously, it's a good excuse always to say that's the jinn, because people always like to blame the jinn. They say it's not me, it's the jinn. So that way, if it was like that, then we would have no hudud. He said it wasn't me actually stealing; it was the jinn. Yeah, okay, fair enough. He said I didn't actually divorce you; somebody else divorced you. So you can't do that. Obviously, you need to take responsibility, but it could be influenced and whispered to by the jinn. Number 18, if a woman has many miscarriages, that is as well a sign of the jinn, because the jinn will like to play with the fetus. Okay, so they will affect the fetus and many miscarriages of the person. If you have miscarriage after miscarriage, that is sign of the jinn being in the home. Number 19, if you smell burning match smell, you know, smelling of something burning, you know, the kind of the match smell when it burns. If you have this smell and you feel shivering and your hair standing on end, if you're sitting down smelling something burning and you're shivering and your hair is standing on end, that is the jinn sitting there with you.
Is that 18? Is that 18?
that is number 19.
What's number 18?
Number 18 was miscarriages. Yeah. Okay, so number 19, if you smell burning and you're shivering and your hair is standing on end, that means that you're in the same place where the jinn is sitting. Okay, so be good to move at that point, I think. Number 20, when you look at the wall and you see a vision and it quickly appears and disappears, that as well is presence of the jinn. Sometimes you look, you think, I thought I saw something there, and it disappears quickly. That is as well sign of the jinn in the home. Now, on this point, can we just say that obviously the jinn are the most peaceful creatures, and they won't obviously harm because they live with us naturally anyway in the home. But obviously, now if you disturb them, they could disturb you. And obviously the bad jinn will be attracted by certain things, and we're going to mention how obviously they would be attracted. But basically, in essence, they are creatures who live with us